Hey there, Timetravlers! Welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see you again. And we're about to start our new day. It's day 2 currently. And tomorrow it's going to be a rainy day. That sounds nice and I'm glad it's raining. It's much easier to water your plants and save some energy that way. So, hello there! Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for ya. Willy. Willy is a local fisherman I talked about yesterday, and we're going to visit him. So, let's see how our crops are doing. And like I said, I think this is going to be the last day I'm recording like that. I try to cut the future stuff together like I told you at the beginning. So, well, it's not so it doesn't get boring for you or anything else. That's, yeah. You know what I mean, I think. It's boring to watch me all day watering crops and talking to people and do stuff. So if there's something you need to know or if you want to know some details about the mod, just write it down in the comments below and I guarantee you to answer that. And yeah, that's all I have to say. We should also chop, yeah, pretty good English though. Chop down some trees because we need, I think, about 300 wood for a little bridge down to the beach. You should try to get early access to that area because it gives you a good push for money. There are some seashells and stuff like that you can collect and then ship. So you earn some extra money every day. And since I told you I had a time freeze mod, my time, I think, is a tick slower than it's normally. At least it feels like it. I'm going to change that eventually because sometimes the days are indeed pretty damn long and I don't know what to do with my spare time. At least at the beginning, because my energy doesn't even nearly... my energy isn't nearly enough to reach the work I want to reach. That's not correct or makes sense, but yeah, we don't have enough energy for everything I have planned and so on. And it's also a bit late today with my recording because I'm a genius and I decided to start a YouTube channel right before I'm going on vacation. Yay! That wasn't the best idea I've ever had, but better than nothing. So I need to pre-record right now for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Because I'm on vacation Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm so excited. I'm going to with some friends. And I think you're currently watching, so hello there. And yeah, we're all so pumped to go to this resort, water resort, or whatever it's called in English, I don't know. It's in Germany and it's in Erding. I don't know, maybe some people out there know which one I'm talking about. It's a pretty big water resort and it's the first time we're going there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And I went shopping today, so I have everything I need for tomorrow and so on. So there is a little quest we can do for Pam and she needs a carp apparently, but we're not going to do that right now because we need to go to Willy, as I told you. And yeah, he's down there somewhere. I don't know when I need to go to the beach. I think between 8 and... yeah, okay. I was right. That's Willy, our town fisherman, as you may noticed, with his beard and his beret. Yeah. Ahoy there, miss! Heard there was a newcomer in the town. Got to finally meet ya. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough money to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. And we got a fishing rod, so we can go fishing. We received a bamboo pole. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Voice breaking. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need some supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. Heh, that's what my old puppy used to say. Well yeah, right now we can go fishing and stuff. I'll show you how the fishing works in Stardew Valley, so it's pretty easy and... Ahoy there! It's nice to see young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days. Yeah right, I know that for sure. So, I hope we don't get exhausted, because that's pretty annoying, and we have a spring onion, so we would be safe, but I don't want to risk it. So, like you see, there's a little tutorial on the right side, and in my opinion fishing is pretty easy, at least at the beginning. Later on the legendary fish and stuff like that are not as easy as they may sound. And yeah, I was wondering, I think we need that one. So yeah, I don't want to spend my energy in fishing, because if we get exhausted it takes quite a while to get back to our home, and that would be really annoying. And that's everything I have to say. I will make a little cut here, and I'll see you if it's going to... Well, I'll see you when something interesting is happening. That's what I was going to say. Until then! Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention, we had a few quests, and we introduced ourselves to everybody now, and I also gifted Penny right now with a dandelion, so we achieved the end of the quest, and we gain 100G, which I could spend for some new seeds, but I don't think we have enough. I want to buy at least 10 potato seeds at once, and that's going to take a while until we're there. Also, I discovered a pretty cool mod yesterday. I was searching in Nexus for something new, and I stumbled across a little mod called Yandere. If some of you don't know what yandere means, it means lovesick in English, and it comes from Japanese, and it often means that people, especially girls, are into one person and they get addicted to this person, or they can't imagine to live without them. And so this one little mod from Jess makes her into a yandere, and there are quite a lot of hard events with her, and I was thinking about installing it and surprise her with that, but the problem is we have to date Penny to get the right feeling and to really see everything there is to see. And so I decided against it, because it doesn't feel right to date another person just because this one mod. It would also be pretty obvious that there's something going on. If you want me to make a little playthrough with the Yandere chess version, I can do that. And yeah, it would be a separate video, so it shouldn't bother you. Maybe I'm going to play as a male character, so it looks more authentic. And yeah, write it down in the comments below what you think about it. I like the idea pretty well, and I'm also pretty pumped to see what would us await if we are doing this route from Jazz. And also there is going to be a new portrait if we install it, so her facial features are different and more crazy if she's... Now, when she's getting into us, that's the right phrase I was searching for. And it would... I'm pretty... Well, I don't know, pumped to do it. So maybe I'm going to do it in the future if there's nothing special happening in our Stardew Valley. So we have some backup plan if there's too much time to waste. By the way, if there's anything you want me to play, just write it down in the comments below, so I'll take a look at it and decide if I want to play it on this channel or not. I would be happy if you give me some of your ideas, and maybe I'm going to discover some new stuff. Also, there is a little mod I just remembered, and that's just, by the way, from the Ender mod I talked about earlier. I installed a mod which raises your sympathy with the farmers community members faster, but not all too fast. It's a little gimmick which remembers me also on Harvest Moon. Your friendship increases if you're going to festivals or you talk to them at special occasions, I think, and if you talk to them every day, and if you talk to family members, like for example, if you talk to Haley, Emily would be gifted with some friendship points too. And also if you gift somebody, they are going to tell the others, so they're also getting a bit more friendship points. It's not a big deal, it's not raising like especially fast, but it's nice to see that your efforts are really flowing into the game and everything, so I thought, why not doing it? It seems more realistic that way, because I didn't get it when you are dating someone like Sebastian and you're there every day, you talk to everyone, and sometimes I was like, shouldn't the family like me more, or sometimes like me less because I'm dating their son or daughter or whatever? And so it feels better to do it that way. And there's another mod I installed, and this is a show sell price mod, I think it's called. So if I go over something I can ship, there is the right amount of money I would earn. It's just something to get a quick look on your future stuff you're getting and what maybe would be more valuable. And I don't know, I think that was one of the first mods I have ever installed. So yeah. Also I've got... oh my... how was the shortcut for that one? I don't remember. Oh no, it was not... ah, there we go. Yeah, that says an item spawner, and it's cheating if I use it, but there is one thing I want to show you. Yeah, there we are. An amazing artist made a mod where some plants are changing during the seasons, and they are craftables. If I would put them into my farm, they would look different in each season, in spring, in summer, in fall. But the only problem with it is you only can get them if you use the item spawner, and that's also the only reason why I've installed this mod. I'm totally against it because I could just take everything out of here, and that's not something I want to do because it doesn't feel right. So I will use it later on to decorate my farm and everything, so you can see where I got all the stuff, and if you're interested in it, you can look it up in Nexus too. It's there, like I told you, and it's also pretty easy to explain how to install it, and I think it is amazing. Also, my house is going to change with the seasons a bit. Like the flowers change, and I think there are pumpkins in the fall. I didn't look it up because I want to surprise myself with this playthrough a bit. So this is only one thing I wanted to tell you beforehand, and you're not wondering where did I get all this stuff from and why don't you have it and so on. It's sad that you don't get it as a craftable, but what can you do? Well, as you can see, George has already 1 heart because I gifted him twice with something he really loves, with a leek, and that's what I'm talking about. It's pretty useful if you gift them every day. I mean, twice a week you can gift them every day, but it also benefits you in a lot of other ways. You can get recipes from them or presents in the mail, and sometimes those presents are items you don't get that easily, Or for example, I think Pam is sending you sometimes pale ale, and she for herself loves pale ale, so you could gift her back and push her friendship more, or gift other people with it, or just raise your own energy with them, because you sometimes get farmer's lunch or stuff like that, and that's pretty pushing your energy and giving you some buffs too to give you more energy, not energy, more efficiency. And there are a lot of different other lunch types you can get and buff yourself. For example, you really need dish OC or something like that later on if you want to go fishing the legendary fishes, because they are really hard sometimes. I once managed to get all of them, or was I missing some of it? I can't remember right now, but you really need everything you can get. You need the best rod, you need the best bait, you need to be maxed out with the fishing skill, and so on. So it can be a pain in the ass, and if you aren't skilled enough with the fishing minigame, it's also very, very hard to obtain. There are mods out there to make it easier, but I never made use of them because I thought, why should I? I did manage it to get it without the mods, so I'm not going to try that out. But some friends of mine are also a bit disappointed about that thing. And no, not disappointed. They tried it out, but it doesn't give you the feeling of success if you pull something big out of the ocean. It feels like cheating. Also, if you know some mods I need to try out, write it down in the comments. And yeah, I know I'm talking a lot about the comments and that you should write something down there, but I would be glad if you do it, and so I can interact with you more, and you can do something for the Let's Play too, and that's something nice I like about YouTube. You can interact with the community, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that right now. By the way, this is a little calendar where we can look up what's going on in the village and where are some festivals and whose birthday is next. And as you see, Mayor Lewis has birthday on spring the 7th, and we're going to gift him with a parsnip. And yeah, we are going to get parsnips in 4 to 5 days or something like that. And because I'm dating Sebastian, I'm going to keep them for myself. I'm going to ship only one until we get something better to gift him, because he likes stuff like parsnips, frozen tears is some of his favorites, I think. He loves quartz too. Then what else does he like? Yeah, like I told you, sashimi is a great way to boost his friendship meter up, so you can date him faster. And sometimes I'm lucky enough to find a pumpkin soup in the trash bins, and he loves it too. But most of his stuff, it's hard to really get to it. We need the mine to find some of the stuff he likes. I think he likes obsidian too. Yeah, I think so. So, I just changed the ticks of the clock over there because they were set on 14, and that's way longer than the normal one should be. I think the normal one is like about 10 seconds, so I changed it to 10 seconds. If it's not going well enough, I'll change it back, but I think that's the normal time skip from the game. So yeah. Also, you should try to forage everything every day, so you should keep a track where you've been and where you're collecting stuff, because it gives you a good amount of money, and you also can level your foraging skills. And it's something I did in my daily routine every day. I was watering my crops, doing my animals, and then I just went around town and looked up stuff I could collect and ship. Or give to other people. To other people, I mean. Jesus! So maybe you didn't notice, but I changed my lightning in here. not because it's already too late to use my window behind me, but I noticed that my webcam was pretty dark and you hardly could see me sometimes, and also some of my friends were recommending to me that I change the lighting. And also to make my video, my face cam a bit bigger, so you can see me better. I don't know if that's something you want to see here, but you came here to see me, so you don't have a choice. Well, oh, this one over here means that you can easily fish, or you gain fish faster. So if you're going to fish over there, fishes are biting like crazy sometimes. You're throwing out your rod and bam, there is a fish right there. I love it if they pop up somewhere I can reach them, but sometimes they're just in the middle of a lake where you cannot possibly get there. Not even with the best rod and the maximum on everything. That's something you should change, Constant Ape, just to be fair. And also I kept telling you about this little secret, or it's not a secret at all, but a lot of people can find it. There is a little letter from our Gramps hidden on the farm, and we're going to collect it right now. Like I said, my layout of the farm map is pretty different than the normal ones, but I really like the layout and the artist did a great job of doing it. And there we are, Grandpa's grave. Ty, wait for my return on the dawn of your third year. On the dawn of your third year. Grandpa's shrine. And I wanted to say a big thank you for my beloved friends who are supporting me right now. We hit the 20 subscriber mark in only 2 days. That's crazy. I was so happy to see it today, and I'm so lucky to have such great friends as you are. And also, most of you are complimenting me about my grandpa voices and my impressions, and that's flustering me a bit because I never thought I would be actually good in something like that, and it's an honor to hear that people like it. And if there are some tips or some stuff you can recommend, just tell me. I would be glad, so I can improve myself and my video standards and everything. So Tuesday the 2nd is over, and I think I'm going to end this episode here. I try to figure out how much I can cut from today and how much is there to edit. So I will see you in the next episode. Leave a like and write something down in the comments. I would be very happy to read something there. Subscribe to my channel and see you later. Bye!